Welcome to the podcast, everybody. My name is Wildfang as usual, and I'm accompanied by the other guy. If he would introduce himself, because I'm sick of you people not introducing yourselves.
Hello, everyone. I am the great all-star known as Darkwave.
Yes, he is known as Darkwave, and I am known as Wildfang, and we together are the duos of Defeationist. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm alright.
Yes. I believe.
And yourself, man?
I'm good. I'm just glad that this day is here, because now we get to talk about the three things I wanted to talk about. Right? You know, well, first things first, Bayonetta. Right? We're going to talk about it.
Endings?
Besides that, before we get into that,
I talk about the ending of Bayonetta. I haven't beaten Bayonetta.
No, not really. Not really, but you know, just the controversy around it is what we're going to talk about.
Oh, that.
Yeah, so I'm going to put a spoiler warning here. If anybody doesn't like spoilers, just wait till you hear us talking about wrestling or Sonic, because the second thing will be Sonic. Okay, good. All right. First things first. I don't know if you guys have seen the controversies lately, or you have seen the controversy, or people listening heard about the controversy. Apparently, people are mad that Bayonetta is not gay. And from what I've seen on the game, it actually doesn't make sense that she would be. Have you seen anything on that, Darkwave?
I've seen what some people have been saying, and I've been saying every time we talk off the podcast, I have said it once, I've said it twice, I've said it multiple times. She never came off as anyone at any point in any of the two games as lesbian. At most, and I literally mean at most, maybe bi, but even then, she's flirted with Luca, aka Cheshire, forever.
Numerous times, and literally in even the first beginning part of this new one, I'm like, oh, with all the spoilers that came out, you're like, oh, Jesus Christ, that makes sense, right? And apparently, yeah, like I said, she's not gay, and she has a child, so to keep it lightly spoilerish, it's pretty fucking obvious who it is. But yeah, she ends up with Luca. Like, come on, guys.
I mean, regardless if she ended up with him or not, look how they flirt all the time.
Every single time.
At most, she would be bi.
Yeah.
At most.
But
never full-fledged, only lesbian.
Yeah, but she doesn't flirt with anybody else like how she flirts with Luca, though. She literally flirts with Luca. And like, in fact, the only time you see her flirting is with Luca. Other than that, she messes around. And people try to use Joy as the thing. I'm like, dog, she just put Joy on a little horse torture device for females. And as you said, I believe the other day, you can see that she's a dominatrix. That makes sense. But gay? No, I don't see it. I've never seen that.
Exactly. Never seen it. Never thought of it. Would have never even crossed my mind that her and Jean would get together at any point in this game.
Yeah, they're like sisters.
Maybe, sisters that fucking can't stand each other sometimes. That's what I've always caught. Never caught any romantic, anything between them. Maybe a few friendly flirts from Bayonetta, because that's just who Bayonetta is. But never, they're gonna probably get together there to see no.
Yeah, and the one thing I've seen that people were upset about, and I understand from their perspective, it was because Camilla put out some pictures of them both being naked and holding each other, and I was like, what is that? I'm like, is that what's happening in the game, or is that something that an artist put together himself? It was something an artist put together himself, so that doesn't mean it's proper. It just means that he just put it together himself. You morons.
I don't know, man. I'm at the point where if people are upset about that, if that is what makes people upset, fine, I guess. I've been playing the game with open eyes. Maybe I don't remember every little scene that they've done, obviously.
Yeah.
But if she even did flirt with John, that was more of Bayonetta's character than being, in a role, going to end up relationship with her. So I don't know. She's with Luca. She likes Luca is pretty much prevalent from a while now. So just deal with it, people.
Yeah, a lot of people are. They literally made ban and protest the game off of this shit, and then people are like, "What?" I've never seen a bunch of confused people in my life. Yeah, at this point, it's like, okay, if she's like, I even had to put this on Twitter. I was like, so she's straight because it makes more sense, and you have a problem with it. She didn't have any chemistry with Luca. What? She was flirting with him for what? 2 games in a row? Every time she saw him,
it's obvious.
Yeah, like she's not just doing it just for her health. She obviously likes the man. One of the complaints that people had, and I remember one of the reviews for the first one, she's too flirtatious with Luca. What? That's what because make up your fucking minds, bro.
Too flirtatious.
Yeah, like make up your minds.
First of all, even before we get into her being too, first of all, it's her character. I mean, she speaks and says outlandish things the entirety of the games. Yeah. It's who the character is. It's who Cereza is. Number 1.
Yeah.
Number two. Flirting with someone too much. I've never heard. First of all, he's the only male character in the game outside of the Heaven black guy. I can't remember his name.
Rodin.
And
Rodin.
Rodin and the third one, a guy named Enzo, who may have been in the other ones. I don't exactly remember.
He was in the first. Yeah, he was in all of them.
Yeah, so you have Enzo and Rowan, and you have Luca, aka Cheshire. Who do you think she's gonna flirt with? But even without, even if you take that, the flirting and stuff, that's just her character. Look how she talks to certain enemies, and look how she just talks when she's like walking by herself in a cutscene or some shit. It's her nature. It's just who she is. It just so happened to be that Lucas always stuck around some kind of way and won the woman's heart eventually, or somehow, some way.
Yeah, you're right with what you said. It makes sense, and when you get further, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, it makes sense. Other than that, certain things wouldn't be happening right now. And I do like how all 3 of the Bayonettas are what they are, and I'm like, it makes sense. Also, I wanted to correct something. Bayonetta is not a $400 million franchise. It is it just reached 100 million. So it's not that big.
Did 100 million?
Yep, it just got to 100 million because of this one. And then literally when it came out, we don't have the full numbers for this one yet, but it is one of the best selling Bayonettas out there. So
good.
It's crazy. Which puts me to the next thing I want to talk about this game. Helena Taylor is an idiot. I'm not saying harass her, but yeah, that woman's pretty dumb at this point. Like, I don't know why she did what she did. Yes, she opened the eyes that voice actors get underpaid at this point, but like, Jesus Christ.
Hey, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really have nothing to say. It is what she did. What she did. She did what she did. She said what she said. She's sticking up for what she said and what she believes in. More power to her.
Yeah, I have to agree with that one.
Yeah, that's. I got nothing I got nothing to say on that.
True, that makes sense.
I think we said...
Yeah, we said enough, and you said it the best, the last podcast, that if you're going to, protest platinum, you're going to protest everything platinum. And I'm like, yeah. But considering that they didn't do nothing else besides, what was in her imagination. Wait, what song was about imagination? Wasn't it Willy Wonka? The Follow Your Imagination drink? Was that a Willy Wonka song? Hold on, let me ask my consultant here. Was that Willy Wonka?
I don't know.
Yep. Yeah, that was Willy Wonka. So yeah, apparently, she followed her imagination, and that's what led to her getting blacklisted from across all over the gaming industry because she's an idiot. But yeah, I guess like you said, you have nothing else to say. I have nothing else to say besides go enjoy Bayonetta 3. It's not as bad. Yes, Bayonetta is not gay. It doesn't matter. It'll make sense 2 seconds after you play the fucking game.
It'll make sense, and again, who cares?
Exactly. I mean, but like legit, why is that even a problem? Why is that a problem? That's all I want to know.
Because we're in 2022, and people need something to complain.
Bro, that's not something you complain about.
Someone on Twitter. There was one person on Twitter. I think we spoke about. I think I said this to you. No, I don't think that's. No, it was before you joined. Play the chat. Someone on Twitter is complaining that 6 years later, I might add, that in Dark Souls 3, Henri is the opposite of whatever gender you are, and they said that was some softwares. That was the most cowardly thing they did. My whole question is, who gives a shit? That game is 6 years old. Who the fuck cares about fucking who's what in Dark Souls 3?
Yeah, that's like going back and be like, I want to be a male Aloy in Horizon.
Like,
for Zero Dawn.
The person literally said, "Oh, it's cowardly from Software to not let you have a male Henri while you're a male character." I'm saying, who cares?
It's not even really a wedding.
It's not. And most people probably don't even do a full storyline anyway first playthrough.
Yeah, no one does that ending normally. Yeah, no one does that ending normally unless you're trying to get all the achievements or trophies in the fucking game.
Actually, that was my first ending. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, but it's fine, But
her ending was actually my first. But I mean, it's like, even without, who cares? Like, I don't give a shit if Henri's a male, female, a lion, a tiger. I don't give a shit.
They just wanted to have same-sex marriage, and I'm like, oh wow, go play another game.
If you want to call that ritual, yeah, they say married. It's a fucking ritual.
Yeah,
no one. You take a sword and stab it in her. You want to call that marriage, by all means, but come on, man. Like, no one cares. The game's like 6 years old. Gives a shit.
Yeah, bro. But like I said, that's like getting mad that you can't have a male Aloy in Zero Dawn right now. You look at the person like Horizon Zero Dawn. You mean the game from 2015? How late are you, buddy?
I'm tired. I'm just so tired of things, man. Like,
moving on to the next thing to be tired of. Because that shit is just gonna keep getting old. Just like how people care about the sexual identities of these characters in Overwatch, but then you go, who cares? You're not gonna get on the payload anyway.
I don't care. I don't. It's like, that's one thing I will say. Like, these companies come out, oh, this person is this, and this person is that, and that person is this. I don't. Especially for a game like Overwatch, Apex, I don't care. You have no story mode. You have no type of story in the game currently. What the fuck do I care if Wumsu is like the same sex? Just tell me their abilities and skills and move on. I don't care.
Yeah, like you literally had the main villain and the main hero. No, in fact, you had the main villain on the roster, and yet I want to know more about him.
Like, if it plays into the story, that's fine. But I don't like. It's like they go out and like, what was there? A soldier and Tracer.
Yeah.
Tracers, they're both lesbian and gay. It's like, okay, that's nice. I don't care. Who cares? Like, if they're not getting buffs or nerfs, no one cares. It's not like you have a story mode that's going to flesh out these characters' background, or a movie that's going to flesh out these characters' backgrounds and stories and what they did.
No,
it's like, who gives a shit?
One of the most interesting things was that story mode that that seasonal story mode where Genji messed up was chasing that guy and that tried to escape in the car and he caught up to him and fucked him up. I was like, oh, that's pretty interesting. This is entertaining. But don't
get me wrong. There are some, the animated shorts and the little things they do put in the game are very good and very interesting.
Yeah.
But they're not so interesting to where you need to come out and say, yes, I'm 760K. I don't care. Congratulations.
Are you going to get on the point?
I don't care. It's like, my issue with all of this is, like, we make these things so prevalent and it's such a big deal. And I'm sitting here like, that's nice. I don't care. I don't think anyone gives a shit because that aspect of that character will never be featured because it's a fucking PvP game where all I'm going to do is try to shoot people in the face. Who cares? It's just like the new character in Apex.
Yeah.
They announced what she is. Congratulations.
Is she
I
gay?
don't care. What are her? No, it's a trans.
Oh, the new character's a trans. Oh, wow.
And the person that voiced them is trans. And I'm saying, that's nice. Okay, that's good. Whatever. What are her skills? I don't care about what she is. What is this person's skills? What does she do? Fuck if she's trans or not? Who cares?
Yep. But
this has no aspects on the game that I'm playing. So therefore, it is a mute point. You're trying to get brownie points from those type of people.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah, the brownie points don't matter. They're not your main demographic, bro.
It can be voiced by a goddamn donkey. I don't care. What's the abilities? What's the skills? Yeah. What are the passes? That's the only thing in this particular instance that matters. Like, I don't know, man. I just don't get it. It's really dumb.
I don't either.
Now we have someone complaining about Dark Souls 3, a 6-year-old game.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Really?
Actually, I'm complaining that Aloy is a female, so, in Horizon Zero Dawn. Not Forbidden West, Zero Dawn specifically.
I mean, I do, and I still don't understand it. It's like, they say, well, you want more representation. You do, let's just say, for example, Aloy's gay.
Yeah.
Let's just say that she's gay.
Yeah.
Representation. If I play this game, and now at any moment she's actually kissing a female, at any point, her being a lesbian would mean nothing to me. In fact, it means nothing at all.
Because it would come out of nowhere.
It wouldn't even come out of nowhere. If they said, Aloy is gay, okay, y'all want representation. If I don't read this article online and then play the game and there's no interactions, you would know for shit if she was gay, straight, whatever.
Yeah.
So my whole thing is, these companies first need to start saying it as if it matters. It doesn't matter. Number one, if they're meant to be gay, fine. If it's told in a story in an organic way, like Last of Us, with what's her name? What's the main girl name now from Last of Us?
Ellie.
I can't remember her name. Ellie's DLC.
Yeah.
Organic, fine. She's you find out she likes the girl. They get, they have the whatever. Right.
Yeah.
Organic. Then they come out and say, Ellie's gay, guys. Who cares?
Yeah, people would have been like,
if you want to be represented, it's like, to me, this is if I was on that side of the fence and I had to keep reading reports about people being gay or lesbian in video games and media, that honestly would piss me off even more. let it happen organically. Because if you tell me these things, and then we get into the game, and it's not even like even shown in a way where it like you would actually know. Yeah. What was the point?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Who gives a shit? I can play this entire game. She has not one interaction with a female character, or this male character doesn't have an interaction with another male character. I'm not talking about sex on screen, but anything to show that narrative, to push that narrative. What's the point?
Makes sense.
Now, one, two, it's like Tracer. I think they show her girlfriend in the comic. Ooh, great! Congratulations. I don't care. I'll play the game.
Again, you're not going to get on the point.
It's
like you're going to circle around the enemy, or run against the enemy, or go at a warthog and like by yourself as a Tracer. Like, who cares?
And I read comments, and I don't ever shit on the people. Yeah. I don't shit on them being their sexuality, wherever it is.
Yeah.
My whole thing is, who cares? Like, great, congratulations. You're not doing shit within the story mode. I know they're this, but who gives a shit? I just want to know what their ability is going to be, what the nursing plus is going to be. This stuff. You telling me that Soldier is gay is you wasting your fucking time. Who cares? Who gives a shit?
Yeah, it did nothing for his character besides just confirm that he's gay. That's it. But
like now when I take this character and when I see him, I can just think back in my head. Oh, he took it up the butt sometimes. Okay,
cool. Yeah, he likes. I think he's a top actually. So we'll see.
Great, he has a husband. This is why he's getting nerfed. This Helen get buffed. This is Rico get nerfed or buffed. That's all that matters. Everything else, unless you're going to actually put it in a movie or a show and it's organically, who cares? I don't care. In fact, I'd rather you not say shit and just let it happen and let it come out organically.
Yeah.
Maybe in one of the comments he says, "Yeah, the husband, his husband is out on the town." So look at that. He has a husband. Okay, great.
Okay, cool.
Let it come out organically. Let it happen maybe in one random conversation the characters have. Instead of, okay, I thought you had something more important to tell me about Overwatch. Apparently not. I don't know, man. It's sad. The same another thing. Who gives a shit? Really? Who cares?
No one cares. But moving on, Sonic. I don't know if you saw the Knuckles joint.
Oh, I saw. Of course I seen it. It's Knuckles.
Knuckles was
I saw on Twitter.
Knuckles was protecting the Master Emerald like a G. A lot of people
badass Knuckles is being badass again.
Exactly.
He's back in badass ways.
But he ended up in the alternate world. And I believe me and Spirit was watching it, and we were just like, "Oh wow!" And all I said was, "Oh man, it looks like those leaks aren't true." Slightly, probably, hopefully.
Listen, I will say this: the prologue got me hyped. The only problem is we can't play as Knuckles in the game, or anyone else in the game, which I think is a. I don't know why Sonic Team does this.
Yeah.
It's something that always bugged me. Sonic is great. Sonic the character is fun.
Yeah.
But have they realized that in reality, when it comes to who they want to play as, Sonic is like the last person on their list, on someone's list. Like, sure, we'll play Sonic for the story mode, whatever. But people want to play as Knuckles, Tails, Rouge, Shadow. No one wants to play as fucking Sonic. Who gives a shit about Sonic half the fucking time?
True.
So why not make other characters playable? Now we don't know. They could become playable maybe at a certain spot. Maybe if you unlock them from their little cages, maybe you can run around the open world thing. God can hope.
We'll see.
I've always said, and it's been, now granted, there's been a while. I know what forces I think you can play the other characters. I think they may give you like, you had your creator guide, and
Yeah, you had your created
It was
character
Sonic
and two different Sonics, and it was literally stupid.
And they had Shadow you can play as. So it's like,
yeah.
I said this before. The one thing Sonic's always had with Mario's characters, and I think the ability to be able to play as those characters, like the adventure does their own story, or just being able to play them as in general, it would benefit Sonic's games and team. But hopefully the game is good.
And that leak isn't true.
Yes, I hope the leak is not true. I hope the game is actually good, because that prologue with Knuckles, not just because he's my favorite character, but that legitimately was probably one that was great.
Yeah.
Hopefully. That was fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
And I hope that the story is not what was leaked, and I hope it's something completely different.
And it's going to get banned. I already know. I have it sitting there on the pending list.
So it's if that story is legit, I'll be cutting out with Sonic games, not the movies, the games.
Right.
Depending on if let me rephrase it, if the whole thing about like the adventure storylines and all that shit's cut out,
yeah,
then I'm done. Now, if some aspects of it are true, fine, but let's not retcon the other games, is basically what I'm saying.
Yeah, I got you.
As long as we don't retcon the older games, I'll be fine, even if the game's shit. I'll rip it to shreds, and we'll rip it to shreds in this podcast, or we won't cut ties. But if it's like saying, yeah, the other games are retconned, and none of that shit happened, they can go kiss my ass. But the prologue was fantastic, man. It was really fantastic.
All right. And now for the last thing of the night. I told you this ain't going to be a longest podcast. We're going to talk about wrestling, which is the crown jewel. But before we get started, give me just a quick second. Okay, I'm back. Now, where was I? Crown Jewel. How do you feel about Crown Jewel, the premium live event, instead of a pay-per-view anymore? Because that makes sense.
Is a nothing show.
Have you seen the matches?
I mean, I've seen them. Yeah. None of them I give a shit about.
What?
Legitimately.
You don't care about Drew McIntyre versus Karrion Kross in a steel cage match to prevent anybody from interfering, even though that stipulation always pisses me off because they always interfere?
No.
What?
I don't care.
What? Who do you think is going to win that match, though?
I mean, Drew kind of needs a win. He's been losing like everything.
Oh yeah, he did lose every in his last couple matches. That it
I mean, Drew Karrion can lose because they're not doing shit with him. So I'm just gonna say Drew McIntyre.
All right, that makes sense. I like that. I like your thought process. What about Braun Strowman and Omos in a, I believe the type of match we're having is a we can't wrestle match. Who do you think is going to win that?
If Omos loses, he's practically dead. If Strowman loses, I don't see anything bad happening. So I am going to say, I mean, if Braun loses, it doesn't really hurt him because he's Braun. If Omos loses, then it kind of kills Omos' character in a way. So I'm going to say Omos went, at least the first match.
Okay, makes sense.
But that's just me.
We both know Omos is going to win this match. Okay, we got Bianca Belair versus Bayley, round 78. In a last woman standing match, because that's what needs to be happening. A match with shenanigans are legal. Great. I think Bianca Belair is going to win. Unless they randomly decide to take the title off her again for the second time.
I don't. Damage control basically dead. I don't think they're going to take the title off Bianca. At least not yet. But to be honest with you, if Bianca wins, there's only really, I don't know who else would challenge her, except for maybe like Charlotte or something.
Yeah, if Charlotte would have to come back, and nobody wants that back.
I mean, she'll be back. I just don't want to see that match, really, per se. I'm not saying it would be bad. I just don't give a shit. But it's almost like you can't bet against Bianca. I don't know. This match, it's like, who needs to win? Bayley.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's almost as if, I mean, they gave Asuka and Alexa the tag titles for literally no fucking reason.
Yeah, that was fucking weird.
I don't know why they gave them the titles. I will never understand why they gave them the titles. But I don't book the show, so it is what it is. But again, it's like, on one hand, Bianca Bayley needs to win. Her group is essentially dead.
Yeah, they've literally not been winning.
But Bianca, I don't see them wanting to take the title off of her. So I don't know. I'm just gonna say Bianca wins.
All right. I'm going to agree with that. Then we got Alexa Bliss and Asuka. Wait, what? The rematch is happening on paper. What was the point of them? All right, I'm going to skip that because that just pissed me off. So we got the Usos versus the Brawling Brutes for the the belts. I honestly, at this point,
there's no point in even predicting the next two matches.
Yeah, so, Brock Lesnar versus.
I forgot about that match.
Yeah,
Brock wins.
I feel like Lashley should win
every match.
Yeah, but
he's lost so many matches.
It's not gonna do it. He's won so many matches off of bullshit. So I honestly gonna say Bobby Lashley needs to win.
I mean is Lesnar has lost like every match. I don't know if he lost to Lashley earlier.
I mean, because Roman cheated. Yeah, Roman cheated.
Yeah, but I'm just saying he already lost to Rollins. I mean, not Rollins. Well, he did lose to Rollins, but
yeah,
no, not Lesnar. Lesnar lost to Lashley.
Yeah,
he lost to Roman twice.
Yeah,
he's been taking quite a few L's.
Yeah.
Now, granted, it's like,
but him winning is not going to do anything.
If Lashley loses, I think my thing is if Lashley loses, it doesn't hurt Lashley because he has at least beaten them before. Yeah. If Lesnar beats Lashley, then it's like, they just went 50-50 booking. But I mean, I would probably have Lashley win, but I feel like they wouldn't want to give Brock a win, just so he can still feel like he's important.
I mean, what's the point of him winning? It would literally be pointless.
Oh no, you're not wrong.
Oh damn, it's winner, isn't it?
I just feel like he's gonna win since he's been putting everyone over.
Yeah.
What? So I'm gonna say Lesnar wins, but
all right. And did you even care about the OC match that with the?
Oh shit! I forgot about that match. OC wins. Why not?
Hey yo, I feel like the OC is gonna lose because they have yet to figure out how to deal with Rhea Ripley. So we both know they're gonna she's gonna cheat, and they're gonna fucking But
I think that in the last two, the bloodline matches, there's no need to talk about them. Bloodline wins. LOL, bloodline wins. So,
dog, we both know Roman's gonna win his match because if he loses his match to fucking Jake Paul. By the way, last thing I want to say about that shit, Ronda Rousey said, and I quote, "If I was booking it, I'd have Jake Paul win the match." And everybody looked at Ronda Rousey like she was the dumbest person to ever exist. And that's why people were like, well, we're glad you're not booking this shit. And she did this on her live stream when she was streaming God of War. So, and people just made kind of like, well, good thing.
Is she a heel?
Yeah.
I think she literally just said that just because she's like,
No, she literally said if I was booking, I would make Roman lose to Jake Paul. And everybody was like, but why would you do that, though? You know. But, yeah, we all know who's going to win that. That being said, was there anything else you wanted to add to any subjects or conversations, sir? You're all good?
Yeah, I think I am.
Yeah, same here.
I got nothing.
Besides the fact that I hope and pray to God that Sonic leak is it's genuinely not real, bro. I really want a good Sonic game. I just want a good Sonic game, man. When's the last time we had a good Sonic game?
I don't know. It's been a while.
Yeah. I just hope it's not real, bro. Because if that shit's real and you have to dead Sonic, bro, I'm going to be sad. But that being said, man, I'm going to go ahead and cut it here. You have a good rest of your day, so I'll see you in the PlayStation party. And, of course, see you guys later. I hope you guys have a good rest of your night.
See you later, people.
Mm-hmm.